Hello everyone, welcome back to my Flight Simulator 2024 guides. Today we are going to do a VisionJet G2 setup and takeoff. Hopefully keep the video under 20 minutes, so we'll get right into it. You can see here we're in the VisionJet, all the engines turned off. I'm going to do the quick startup, so Control E, and it will start up all the VisionJet systems. So the first thing I'm going to do here is hit caution, go down to the view at the bottom for the FMS. I'll hit fuel, hit FOB sync, and hit confirm. Then I'll check all these have ticks on them and hit accept initialization. There we go. Once the plane has kind of powered up, I'm going to go on here and just put the master oxygen on, go on the lights and the strobe lights on, back down to this. And I will double check that the flight plan has loaded in. So this is a flight plan just from the EFB, you can see it here. If it hadn't loaded in, what I would do is, I'll just show you for the video. Let's delete this flight plan. I'd add my origin, which is LFRS. Enter, that's nonce. I'm going to Charles de Gaulle, which is LFPG. Oh, enter. Then I would go back to here, go on to procedure. So that's my departure, which is the ANG4P. This is the ANG4P. Hit load. Go back again. Hit procedure. Put my arrival in, which is the KEP9X. Go down on this screen. I'll use these buttons to scroll down. KEP9X to runway 27 left. Hit load. Again, back to procedure. Hit approach. ILS 27, but we are using the BAN7X as your initial approach fix. Hit load on that. Hit OK. You can see it's loaded in all them waypoints for us. We don't have any en route waypoints, so that is fine. Once we've done that, we are just going to double check the utilities, the initialization, and again just hit accept on this. There we go, that's the flight plan loaded in. We can full screen this display here and zoom out with this knob. Just double check that that flight plan looks about right, which it does. Then I'm going to talk to the ATC, doing the ATIS, so we have the ATIS information. Taking a while, and then going to ground. It's for some reason not recognising we've got an ATC, so I'll just hit enable ignoring weather, and we are going to the north. Departure to the north.
Nonce ground SCW-23 Charlie Alpha 559er with Kilo
Then I'm going to hit speed bugs, put all on for the rotation speed and all on for the climb and the landing speed, so that will put them here and on here.
Charlie Alpha 559er taxi to and hold short of runway 03 via taxiway Mike Romeo 2 Romeo 1 Alpha. Contact tower on 118. 65 when ready.
Then I will acknowledge that taxi clearance. I will taxi to the hold short. I will fast forward the video and meet you back at the hold short. Here we go, we're at the hold short. So the first thing I'm going to do is, again, set my altimeter. You can get this from just pressing B, which is a quick shortcut I've got for setting the altimeter, or you can tune the ATIS. I've just done. It should give us the pressure settings. There we go.
Ceiling 800 foot overcast. Temperature 2. Dew point 1. QNH 103300.
1033, and then we would twist this knob until it says 1033 on this display here. There we go, 1033. Like I said, I have a quick shortcut to press B, but that sets us at the right altimeter setting. Then we're going to set the plane up for takeoff. So the first thing I'm going to do is press this little button on the side of the throttle, which is the takeoff go round. Just the takeoff on here. And I'm going to check the chart for the departure. Click this I button, click on charts, click on departures, click on my RNAVs for runway 3, and zoom in. check to see we have no kind of altitude restrictions apart from 540, so I just need to make sure I'm at 540 feet at this point. Then I know my cruising level is 190, flight level 190 or 19,000 feet, so I'm going to scroll the altitude to 19,000 feet. There we go, and ensure that my flaps are set for takeoff, which is this down here. Go down to that view. You can see 190 feet for the flaps, so that is all fine. FMS and the auto throttle. And for the vision jet, what you want to do is make sure that onto the half display, and then your takeoff trim here, you just need to trim up so this number turns blue, so you can see I normally go between about 3 and 6, so there you go. So you want to add more for a short runway, but we've got quite a long runway here, so we know we can go on 3. There we go, takeoff configuration confirmed, flaps 50%, takeoff trim in the blue. We've got an altitude set for the FMS, and we've got the climb speed engaged. Contact ATC, request takeoff. It showers here because of the VFR conditions.
Charlie Alpha 559er ready for departure to the north at runway 03.
SCW-23 Charlie Alpha 559er hold short runway 03. Traffic is generic on final.
Acknowledge that hold shot.
Hold short runway 03 SCW-23 Charlie Alpha 559er.
Good example of why you set up your takeoff configuration at the hold short here, so you're not delaying and be trying to land by trying to set it up on the runway.
Ryanair 171 tree exit runway when able.
Wait for this plane to get off the runway. Turning off now.
Ryanair 171 tree contact ground on 121-655. SCW-23 Charlie Alpha 559er QNH 10 tree north departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 03.
Here we go, once again giving us the QNH settings. 1033, confirm that.
Runway 03 SCW-23 Charlie Alpha 559er.
At this point, I would ensure that the probe heat is on. You get a warning about the
121-655 Ryanair
emergency takeoff battery. I think that's just a bug that's not been programmed, so don't worry about that. We are going to line up with the runway. There we go. We'll just double check we've got the correct lights on, so landing and strobe light is on, that's fine. Back to this view. So we know our rotation speed is 85, this will come on here. I will hold the brakes and go 50% power. Full power, release the brakes. Keep centered with the runway rudder. There we go, the airspeed is alive. That is rotate speed, so gently pull back. I'm going to pull back to about 10 degrees, try to line up with that magenta. And down on the right, so I've got positive airspeed there. Landing gear can go up. Above 115 knots, flaps can go up. Where it says RA on the display next to my altitude, once that hits 500 I'm going to hit the autopilot. That will now keep us lined up.
SCW-23 Charlie Alpha 559er leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
through the frequency change, so I will contact the ATC about that. Now I will go down to my autopilot and hit flight level change.
Frequency change.
And I will put it into nav mode. There we go. So now I know that flight level change is armed, so it is climbing to 19,000 feet. It will reach the nav mode when we join the nav kind of the nav on the FMS. But what I could do here is go down to my flight plan, let this waypoint, which is the WIQMO, and hit this D with a line through it as direct to, and activate it, and it will now program. You can see the FMS is now activated, and it's programmed our route to the WIQMO waypoint. Now we'll just confirm everything. FMS activated, still following the flight plan, and 165 knots, which we can see is the climb speed. Flight level change is activated, and it's going to hold at our determined altitude. So there we go. We are all set up for following the flight plan and cruising to Paris Charles de Gaulle. That is the end of this video. My next video will be a little bit more in the autopilot and how to land the Vision Jet. So I hope that's helped any of you out, and I will see you in the next one.